Matt Scratch here, and I want to talk to you today kind of as a follow-up to the video I just posted on changing your own oil. And in there I mentioned oil change intervals, and I said 5,000 kilometers or 3,000 miles. And I wanted to talk a bit more about that than I did on the other video. You see, a lot of new cars come with these oil life meters, basically, and I wanted to tell you how much I don't believe in those, and you shouldn't go by them. Um, my mom actually bought a vehicle that had one of those, brand new, 2007 Chevy Uplander van, and long story short, she took it to the dealer and did everything she should, and changed the oil according to that when it got down to 25% oil life or whatever, which was way in excess of 5,000 kilometers. It was normally more around 10,000 kilometers. And I let her do this for quite a while until I noticed that her oil was looking like a milkshake, like a chocolate milkshake. And the reason for this is um, it, the the indicator, however, it tells the life of the oil was not telling that the oil had moisture in it, and that was just too long of an interval. The motor was one that was prone to condensation inside, and as a result, that engine started to burn oil at only 150,000 kilometers, which would be what would that be in miles? 90,000 miles. Like really good care and regular oil changes and all that as recommended, and it still ended up an oil burner. And I attribute that entirely to going by that oil change indicator. And another thing is, quick lubes are death on your car. Like, if you can avoid bringing your car to a quick lube and do your own oil changes and stuff, that's going to be better. Things that I went over in my video, like pre-filling your oil filter and things like that, quick lubes don't do things like that. That takes extra time. Letting your oil all drip out and things like that. Quick lubes don't do that. So you want to avoid quick lubes, and you want to not use your oil change indicator. Just go by your odometer, just like on an older car. Just 5,000 kilometers, or if you're doing a lot of city driving, maybe even less. If you're running synthetic oil, you could go 7 or 8,000 kilometers. Like I say, kind of go by what your oil's looking like. If your oil looks nice and clean, then you can go a bit longer. The gentleman who owned this car most of its life, he took a Sharpie and he wrote on the filter how many kilometers were on the car at the last oil change, and he did his oil change obviously by kilometer intervals, and as a result, with 373,000 kilometers on this engine, or 233,000 miles, it's still performing like new, and it doesn't use any oil. And I've recently had parts of it apart, and I can tell you that engine is spotlessly clean inside. So doing regular oil changes according to your odometer reading will really pay off if you plan on keeping your car long term.